Hello everybody, it's me, Angel Benton, and it is time for another Sudsy recap, and today we're doing the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. But before we get into that, so today I was at the supermarket, and this song came on by Gina G called Ooh Ah Just a Little Bit. I love that song. I'm not ashamed to admit it, I fucking love that song. I love Gina G, and I just was queening out singing along to the song in the supermarket today after work. Don't care. So it's all good. I loved it. I had a blast. I haven't heard that song in forever. I love that song. I'm not kidding. I love that song. Yeah, it's great. Okay. Anyways, anywho, because I used to listen to Gina G all the time, and when I lived in Japan, because she came out in like here in the United States, she came out in like 97, summer of 97, and I went to Japan. No, she came out, no, it was 96. She came out in 96 because the Spice Girls came out in Christmas of 96 with Wannabe, and like they had just come out with Say You'll Be There. No, they just come out with Two Become One when I went to Japan. So, yeah. Anyways, and I remember because Spice World came out when I was living in Japan, and I had to go get Spice World. But anyways, I rocked that fucking Gina G album to death. I loved it. It was great. And she had this fierce David LaChapelle picture on the cover of her in all this chocolate frosting. It was pretty. It's pretty fierce. Google it. Gina G. The album is called Fresh. But anyways, I just loved it. So, you know, when they say dance like no one's watching, that was me today at the supermarket. Didn't care. It is what it is. Okay, so the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. So much to talk about. First of all, the dinner, the very first dinner where Dorit and PK were basically saying that just that they didn't, not that they didn't approve, because that was, but they couldn't sign off on the way that Lisa Rinna and Eileen chose to grieve their parents, because they decided not to let anyone in, and they were like, well, if you're a real friend, you wouldn't do that. So Lisa was like right away, hold up, how dare you tell me how I should feel? Like, really? Okay. But what was interesting, and I don't have an HGTV at all, but that dinner, Lisa looked a little harsh. And I'm not just saying like her tone, I'm just saying like her looks was like, and she doesn't normally look that harsh. But she looks great, you know. Oh, and okay, so anyways, so I just thought that was kind of interesting. And then let's talk about Eden Sassoon. How much do we love Eden Sassoon? I'm not lying. I went to the Vidal Sassoon school, not as a student, but to get my hair done, because they did shit for free all the time. And when I was in high school, I had black hair, jet black hair with a gray streak, and I had them do the gray streak at the Vidal Sassoon clinic, and not clinic, school, at the hairdresser school, right? It's in Santa Monica. And what's funny is that when Lisa Rinna fucking brought back that tagline, if you don't look good, we don't look good. Bitch, that is fierce. I forgot about that. I mean, obviously, it's been a good, 30 years, so I totally forgot that tagline existed, but she remembered, and she brought that shit back, and it's true. That is true. So anyways, so we met Eden, and I love Eden. I think she's great. I totally do. I don't know if we're going to be seeing her more this season on The Housewives. I hope we are, because in terms of the NGS, or New Girl Syndrome, which is a real thing, I think it would be better for Dorit if there's another new girl on the show, right? So, like last year, we had Erica and Catherine on the show, and this year, we'll see. because Catherine's gone and so is Yolanda, so that there is kind of space for one more. So we'll see if Eden joins the show, the cast full time or not. But I love her. I think she's awesome. Okay, so then let's talk about Kyle real quick. So, well, first of all, we saw Camille this week. I love me some Camille. I love me some Camille Grammer. You know, after that first season, which was a little bit rough, she was the best. I love me some Camille. Camille Donatacci Grammer. I love her. I think she's great. I'm very happy to see her. And the good thing about Camille is that Camille knows all of these ladies. She's known them all for quite some time. So basically, when Eileen was trying to tell Dorit, you know, I wasn't trying to, I just wanted you to know that my issues I had with Lisa Vanderpump last year happened months before I lost my mom. So that the one does not affect the other. And Camille was right there with her. She's like, yeah, I get it. I totally get it. You know. So anyways, I just thought that was, I love me some Camille, and it's always good to see her. I'm wondering who else we're going to see this season. Maybe we'll see Taylor again. We saw her last season. Taylor better just stir some shit, too. She came in and was the one who, I mean, before Lisa Rinna had said the whole Munchausen thing, Taylor was the one who was going, well, she's got sick selfie. But then later she's like, oh, well, I was just concerned she was being misdiagnosed, which it is definitely a possibility. But it was a little bit shady. We were like, okay, but you're going to just stir the shit and then turn around and walk away? Okay. So Kyle. So let's talk about Kyle real quick. So Kyle and Lisa Vanderpump are out, and they're getting some sort of laser done on their face, right? Which is fine. I think it's called lifestyle lift, where they do something to your neck. They shoot some lasers into your neck. I don't know what it was, but they were at the esthetist, the skin doctor, not the dermatologist, but just it's like the oral hygienist for your skin. Anyway, they were there getting that done, and they were asking about their vaginas. And she was like, my vagina. And Lisa Vanderpump's like, my vagina's fine. I don't need that. And she's like, no, you'll love it. Here, let me show you the probe that we use. And she bust out of this. I thought it was a glass dildo. Like, I swear to God. And she was like, there's no way that that would fit in my vagina. It wasn't even that big. And Kyle had to throw in a little bit of a cunty comment and be like, oh, that tells us a lot about Ken. Well, what's funny is that Kyle said that Lisa Vanderpump has that British sense of humor where it's just a jab and then I'm just kidding. It's just a joke. She did the exact same thing right back to her. I'm just saying. I was like, oh, yeah, okay. And what else was interesting is when Lisa Vanderpump was talking about the other husbands and who she would like to shag. Well, first of all, I'm sorry. I think she totally would shag Harry Hamlin just because she's made plenty of jokes about that before. But she said she would shag out of all the husbands, Tom Girardi. And I found that interesting. I found that very interesting. So yeah. Erica Jane's husband is top on her list. She said that she wouldn't have sex with Harry Hamlin, but I'm sure she probably would. If Harry Hamlin was like, I don't know. But who knows? You know, we'll find out next week when Kim comes back on the show. Kim's drunk ass comes back on the show. That's really mean. I didn't mean that. I'm just saying, because she has been intoxicated on the show before, right? So when she comes back, we'll see what Harry did allegedly. Because you know that was the big hashtag last season was what did Harry do? What did Harry do? Because you know that was Kim's famous line was, "Oh, let's not talk about your husband." What the fuck? I thought it was hilarious. So, anyways. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing next week's Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. So I just want to say thank you so much for logging on today and supporting my queenie ass. You can follow me on Twitter at Angel Benton. You can also hashtag RHOBH or hashtag Real Housewife shit, and then I'll know you're talking to me. And then you can also hashtag days, because tomorrow I'm going to be doing Days of Our Lives. Okay, peace out, everyone. Have a wonderful night. Wubba, wubba, wubba.